There's a very specific kind of anime that doesn't get talked about enough. The kind where nobody has a superpower, nobody's saving the world, and the entire emotional core is just, does this kid have somewhere to belong? Windbreaker is that anime, and by the time you finish it, you'll understand why a story about high school delinquents fighting for territory hits so much harder than it had any right to. Let's break down why this show works, where it stumbles, and whether it earns a spot on your watch list. First, the premise. Windbreaker follows Sakura Haruka, a delinquent with a reputation for being unbeatable in a fight, but also a total outsider, the kind of kid who's used to being feared, not liked. He transfers to Bofurin High School specifically because of its infamous reputation as a school full of delinquents, expecting to finally find people on his level. What he finds instead is Bofurin, a group that isn't just fighting for dominance, they're protecting the town. That twist is the whole engine of the show. Haruka comes in wanting to prove he's the strongest. What he actually needs is a place where strength means something more than winning. That's the smartest thing Windbreaker does. It takes a genre, the delinquent battle anime, that's usually about hierarchy and ego, and quietly turns it into a story about purpose. Bofurin isn't a gang. It's closer to a community watch made up of the toughest kids in town. And the show takes real care, showing why that distinction matters to every character in it. Now let's talk characters, because this is where the show separates itself. Haruka himself is a great lead specifically because he's socially stunted in a believable way. He's not an edgy loner archetype. He's a kid who genuinely doesn't know how to let people in. And watching him slowly, awkwardly, learn to trust his new group is some of the best character writing in the show. Zuo Hajime, the leader of Bofurin, is where the show flexes its writing muscle. He's calm to the point of unreadable, and the anime uses that ambiguity really well. You're never fully sure what he's thinking, which makes every one of his decisions land with extra weight. Nire Kajime might be the most underrated character in the whole cast. He's not a fighter, he's the tactician, the one keeping the group organized and giving Bofurin a non-combat character with real narrative importance adds texture you don't usually get in this genre. And that's really the through line with the supporting cast. Everyone in Bofurin has a defined role and a reason for being there, so the ensemble never feels like filler. Fights matter because you understand the relationships behind them. On to the animation. Windbreaker is produced by CloverWorks, and the fight choreography is genuinely a highlight. It's fast, it's got weight behind every hit, and the camera work during one-on-one confrontations makes even smaller skirmishes feel tense. Character design stay true to the manga silhouettes while giving everyone enough visual distinction that you can track a large ensemble cast without confusion, which matters a lot in a show with this many named characters running around. Close quarters fights in particular are staged with a real sense of geography. You always know who's got the advantage in a scuffle, which is harder to pull off than it sounds when you've got multiple bodies on screen at once. Sound design deserves its own mention here too. The OST leans into moody, bass-heavy tracks during confrontations instead of the bombastic orchestral hits a lot of shonen-adjacent shows default to. And that restraint fits the tone. This isn't a show about flashy power-ups. It's about kids who fight because they have to. So the music never oversells the stakes. The quieter character-focused scenes get a completely different sonic palette, softer and more melancholic. And the contrast between the two does a lot of quiet work in selling Haruka's emotional isolation early on. It's also worth putting Windbreaker next to its closest genre neighbors for a second. Compared to something like Tokyo Revengers, which leans hard into time travel stakes and tragedy, Windbreaker keeps things grounded. There's no gimmick propping up the drama, just territory, reputation, and relationships. That makes it a slower burn, but it also means the show never has to cheat its way to an emotional payoff. Everything Haruka earns, he earns through actual interaction with the people around him. Where the show occasionally stumbles is pacing, because Windbreaker is committed to slow building trust between Haruka and the rest of Bofurin. Some stretches, especially early on, move at a deliberate, almost meditative pace. If you're coming in expecting non-stop action, the first handful of episodes might test your patience. But if you let it breathe, that patience is what makes the back half's emotional beats actually land. Thematically, this is a show about found family disguised as a delinquent anime. Every fight, every rivalry, every territorial dispute eventually loops back to the same question: who do you protect and why? Haruka's arc isn't about becoming the strongest fighter in town. It's about realizing strength was never the point. That's a mature message for a genre that usually settles for spectacle. And Windbreaker deserves credit for actually committing to it. So, final verdict. Windbreaker isn't reinventing the delinquent anime genre, but it's doing something a lot of shows in this space skip entirely. It earns its emotional beats instead of just implying them. If you want fights with real stakes, an ensemble cast that actually matters, and a lead arc about learning to trust people, this one's worth your time. Just go impatient with the first few episodes, because the payoff is absolutely there. That's my full breakdown of Windbreaker. Let me know in the comments where you'd rank Bofurin against other found family crews in anime. And if you want the manga versus anime comparison video next, drop it below.